As you start to run our code, you'll likely run into problems. Don't worry, it happens to everyone. I've been doing this for years and I still make errors. If you look down here, I remove the plus and it spit out an error. Start by carefully comparing what you've written here versus the code in this course. R is extremely picky and a misplaced character can make all the difference. Make sure that each and every semicolon and double quotes is paired with another semicolon or double quotes. Sometimes it'll run the code and nothing happens. You can check the left-hand side of your console and see what the error outputs. And then you can also look at, you can Google the error. Lastly, there's an option to run question mark and then the function name. So let's go ggplot. And this pulls up the help menu and gives you the details of what's going on with that function, the syntax of that function, and the arguments within that function. So these are all ways that you can use the helper functions in R to do analysis on any errors you find. Let's move on to facets. So one way to add additional variables is with aesthetics. Another way, so we added aesthetics with colors. Another way to add additional variables, particularly useful for categorical variables, is to split your plot into facets, subplots that display one subset of the data. To facet your plot by a single variable, use the facet wrap function, and the first argument being facet wrap should be a formula you create with the following variable name. The variable that you pass to facet wrap should be discrete. So let's jump in and try this. Let's create a facet based on the class again. And so we're going to remove class from the color. And we are going to add it to the facet wrap. All right, let's review the code. And what this does, it'll create a different unexpected symbol in GeoPoint. No, not face wrap. We want facet wrap. Again, R is very picky and finicky. You have to make sure everything is just right. Jump point. Oh, and we missed that plus again, that first plus. So this outputs a individual variable for individual plot for each class. The facet you plot by a single variable, use the facet wrap function. So this is a good way to look, another way to describe your data or look at your data by individual classes.